All right, Kim, you go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Kim. I am a rising senior and I go to Evergreen High School. My thesis or the topic that I'm going to be discussing is what I wish I knew about Running Start before I began. And the reason why I um, chose to um, talk about this and make a product about it was because um, I went into Running Start pretty blindly. I didn't really know what I was doing and I assumed a lot of things. But right when I began the first week, I a lot of the things that I assumed were debunked and the complete opposite of what I thought. And it's just really frustrating that I had to um, figure it out on my own. And so these are just a few things that I wish that I was aware of before I began Running Start. And it also just doesn't apply to Running Start students, but it also applies to college students because a lot of these things are things that college students can relate to. And so here's my product. Okay, so this is what I wish I knew about Running Start before I began. I'm going to start off with the academics, and I'm going to be talking about professors and homework. So most of the professors that you will have are really chill. They will be really nice to you. Um, the functions of the class depend on the professor, and what I mean by this is that the structure of the class will really depend on how the teacher prefers it to be. It's not like a typical high school class where you move from one unit to another. You just go with the flow of everything most of the time. And also expect to spend 8 or more hours outside of the classroom doing homework because in because you spend an average about like 3 or 4 hours inside the college class, but in high school it's the complete opposite. It's about like 6 or 8 hours inside of school and you spend about 3 or so hours outside of class doing homework, and so it's the opposite for high school classes. And then next, I'm going to be talking about the classroom environment. I'm going to be talking about peers and professors. Um, in the classroom environment, you will be treated as an adult and you will have to talk to your professor to sort out any problems that you have, or else it's not going to be resolved and it's just going to make you look like a really bad student. And this isn't related to any of the things that I discussed before, but in order to succeed in class, you have to share notes with your peers and help each other out, mainly because you will struggle in class. And so, like, connecting with your peers and professors will really help you out. And in addition to that, your peers will not be in the same age group as you. Some of them might be a 30-year-old or a 50-year-old. It really depends. I'm a 16-year-old and I was in a college class with a 50-year-old. And so it's completely normal to expect that. The next topic that I will be talking about is choosing the classes, what to pick, what not to pick, and how to pick. So there are a lot of tips and tricks to like choosing your classes, but like the people that are there to help you are the advisors, and they are there, so you should use them to your advantage. They will really help you plan out your academic life and all of that. Moving on to the classes, you should choose classes that will help you complete high school first. And the reason why is because you want to get it all out of the way, so then like you can guarantee that you're going to graduate. And just in case if you fail a class or you take a class and you got a bad grade on it, you can retake it. And so choose classes that will help you complete high school first. The next part is to not take classes that you can't handle. And what I mean by this is that like you shouldn't, like, I advise you not to take classes that are core subjects such as like two science classes and one calculus class, because as that's really hard to follow along and it's a lot to handle. Also, when you're choosing classes, you're also choosing the people that are teaching you. And so one way to make like the most out of it is to ask your friends or use the website Rate My Professor to choose who you're going to have, which will really help you out. and also choose classes that will benefit your major or what you're going to be studying in the future. The next part are the benefits, which is what you'll get out of Running Start. And these are just a few things um, that I got out of, and what other people that I asked got out of Running Start. So you will gain independence and freedom. You will become more responsible and mature. You will have control over the classes that you want to take. So you can take any classes you want as long as it fits the criteria of your needs and requirements. And you will also earn credits much faster at the college. 5 credits equals 1 high school credit. And you will also learn things that you're interested in. You're not going to learn things about um, how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. You're going to learn things that like interest you. And yeah. The next part are the difficulties, basically the hard part about Running Start. Um, and this is what I had to go through, and a lot of what other people had to go through. And so um, I had to keep myself accountable. And so keeping yourself accountable will help you keep yourself on track and get you and have things done on time. Um, and I also learned from Running Start, like the most difficult thing is that it's very fast paced. And so if you don't ask for help, you're not gonna succeed in your classes. And also Running Start, it's like very tiring, and you're gonna um, be really disappointed in yourself if you don't get anything done. And so like staying motivated is a really great way to help you do your work. And this is also connected to what I just said. You have to want it to become successful in your classes and get the grades that you want. And also, sometimes professors will give you a hard time, but if you stay motivated, you can get through it. And here's just some advice on what you should do, or like tips that can help you in the Running Start classes and like in high school as well. And so you should stay organized, use a planner or a calendar to map out the assignments that you have to do, and also ask for help. Go to your professor's office hours or ask your peers, and or email your professors as well. They are more than willing to help you, and it will only help you. It's not going to harm you. Um, when you're signing up for classes, you shouldn't wait to register for classes because slots fill up fast, and it's not going to be a fun time if you're taking a class that you don't want to take. In addition to that, look into the professor that's teaching the class. Um, the next part is to make an academic plan, know what classes you're going to take, so then you don't waste time taking classes that you don't need to take. And also don't rush yourself. You will only make things harder for you. Um, and at the end here, I have like a little quote just to like keep you motivated, which is just to stay strong, stay motivated, because it's all worth it in the end.